Hello YouTubers, this is Cessnaace, and what this video is about is my comparing Tetris for the NES to Columns for the Sega Master System. Now, they're both starting on relatively equal footing as far as presentation goes. Tetris is complete and mint. Columns is complete with a minty fresh manual. Columns is based on a 1990 Sega coin-op. Tetris, based on a Russian game originally released on PC, sold to many companies all over the world, and that created a major headache as far as who owned the rights to what. Now, for the North American market, Nintendo had bought the console and handheld rights to Tetris. Atari, through its Tengen label, bought the arcade rights. The arcade version is graphically superior to the NES version. Atari then ported the arcade version to the NES on the Tengen label. And it is technically superior to this one. However, it didn't stay on the market long. Nintendo sued Atari. Atari argued that since they owned the arcade rights to the game, and since the game was ported from their arcade conversion, they were justified in releasing it for the NES. The court said, no. So it was pulled. Okay, I guess the first thing I can do is, yes, read the backs of the boxes, and then I can comment from there. But I already know what Dog Shepherd 911 is going to say. He's going to go to Tetris probably. Tetris, the Soviet game sensation. Your pulse quickens, beams, boxes, zigzags, and L-shaped building blocks drop relentlessly down a narrow passage. You quickly spin, shift, and align the shapes, then slide them in for a perfect fit. It's challenging and the pace is demanding, but satisfaction comes as you position each block neatly into place. Start at new heights for a tougher contest. Pick the music and set your pace from 20 progressive scale levels for use with the Nintendo Entertainment System. Okay, Columns for the Sega Master System. Drift back in time to ancient Phoenicia and challenge yourself with Columns, the game played by Middle Eastern merchants centuries ago. This mesmerizing game of skill and chance will test your ability as you manipulate a king's ransom and glittering jewels as they appear on the screen. Use your controller to line up the colors as the jewels move down your screen. Align them vertically, horizontally, or even diagonally to clear the screen and score more points. The more you progress, the faster the jewels will fall, making the game progressively more challenging as your skills improve. With 3 degrees of difficulty and 10 different levels, Columns will be a challenge for a novice to an expert. If you're ready for an additional challenge, try Flash Columns, where you must make the flashing jewel disappear before your time runs out. Relax and let your mind drift back in time to the ancient Mediterranean coast. Now you're ready for the challenging game of strategy, skill, and just a little luck. Columns. It will challenge your mind, not just your trigger finger. Now, Columns was also released on the Genesis Mega Drive. But I don't have a copy of that, so I've never played it, so I can't really comment on it one way or the other. I do have Columns 3 for the Genesis, but as that's a sequel, it really isn't fair to throw that in there. There was no Columns 2 on the Genesis. Don't know about the Mega Drive. Okay. Tetris. Everybody, their brother, sister, cousin, aunt, uncle, and dog has played this game. It's probably the best known puzzle game in the universe. It's also quite easy to pick up and to learn how to play. It is, however, very difficult to master. The same can be said for Columns. It's extremely easy to pick up and learn, but difficult to master. Now, Tetris has different shaped objects, blocks, L's, and so forth, falling down, and you can adjust how they come down and stick them where they'll go. Columns is a bit more challenging in that it also throws into the mix the fact that the jewels are different colors. So you don't just match the same jewels, you're matching colors also. Now, when I bought this back in the day, when I first got my Master System, I really loved this game. And I had already played Tetris on the Game Boy, but I just, man, this is so much better game. Sorry, Clint. But I prefer Columns. I still think Tetris is an exceptionally good game. You will not go wrong if you like puzzle games picking up and playing Tetris. Likewise, I don't think you could go wrong with Columns. So, whichever floats your boat down the boat, you can go with either one, but I prefer Columns. Until next time, stay awesome.